Hello everyone. Welcome to the diploma course in the teaching of English. My name is Dr. Ganga Mahato and I am an assistant professor at NCERT RI Bhopal. Today we are going to discuss reading comprehension, which is a component of assessment of reading. Let us first discuss the learning outcomes. After watching this video, you will be able to understand what reading comprehension is. Read for assessment and maximum understanding. Refer the part of the text where the answer of the questions can be found. Learn different types of questions based on understanding structure, content, and language with the help of suitable examples and tips to answer them. And know the difficulty level of different types of questions to know the efforts required to answer them. Let us now try to understand what is reading comprehension. Reading comprehension, or RC, is one of the most required study skills for students of schools and colleges. It is essential for your success at any level of study. To comprehend a reading text well, your previous knowledge, existing vocabulary, and sub-skills of reading are put to use. You have to draw upon your prior knowledge and experiences to make connection between your existing knowledge and the information presented in the reading text. This interaction between you and the text enables you to understand, remember, and use the information for your purpose. The main aim of reading comprehension is to test your reading capability in a given time. Assessment of reading comprehension is done with the help of reading passages and your response to the questions about the content and language. Your success in reading comprehension depends on your quick understanding of the meaning of the reading text to answer the questions that are set to check your reading speed with adequate comprehension. An estimation of your reading comprehension level is done based on your response to these questions. Let us now discuss how we should read for assessment purposes. Solving the questions based on reading comprehension is not an easy task for learners. Even good readers struggle while responding to reading comprehension questions. It requires a good amount of practice to improve the skill of quick comprehension. You should not start solving reading comprehension question just after quick reading of the passage. You may miss the essence of the passage in this way. You need to read the text more than once as suggested. Number 1, at a glance reading. Read the whole passage quickly to know about the topic of the passage and the gist of the text. Don't worry if you don't understand everything in the passage. If you have 30 to 40% of understanding of the text, you should be happy. Number 2, deep reading. Read the passage again in detail to get the complete understanding of the text. Find the main ideas and their supporting details. Use text marking to isolate them. This time you should be able to achieve about 70 to 80% of understanding of the text. Number 3, question-based reading. Read the questions set at the end of the passage to know the expected responses you have to give. This will even enhance your understanding of the text. Then, read the specific or relevant part of the text to find the answer of the question at a time. Now, let us discuss where to find the answers. The answer may be, number 1, available at one place. The answer of some of the questions are directly available in the text. It is usually found within a single sentence in the form of an information or fact. You need to just read the sentence that has the answer and rephrase it to make it the answer. The answer may also be, number 2, scattered in the passage. The answer of some of the questions may be found in more than one sentence or paragraphs. You need to pick all the relevant information related to the question and put them together in the answer. Alternately, you may also try to answer on your own. The answer is not directly available in the text, but you require the information provided in the text to answer the questions. You should use your previous knowledge related to the topic and apply that knowledge in the context of reading passage to answer these questions. Let us now talk about the types of reading comprehension questions. For this purpose, let us first read a popular story of Goldilocks to understand different types of reading comprehension questions. The story is given on your screen. I'll read it for you. A little girl, Goldilocks, went for a walk. She wandered in the forest and trespassed into an empty house for help that belonged to a bear family. Papa, Mama, and baby bears lived in the house. She found 3 bowls of porridge in the kitchen. She tasted and finished the baby bear's porridge, which was neither hot nor cold. Then she found 3 chairs in the hall. She sat on the baby bear's chair, which was neither very big nor very small, but it broke. Finally, she found 3 beds in the bedroom. She was very tired and she slept on the baby bear's bed, which was neither very soft nor very hard. When the bear family came, they immediately found out what happened to the porridge and the chair. When they looked at the bed, they found Goldilocks was still sleeping on the bed. The bear's noise woke her up and she ran out of the house as fast as she could. Let us now discuss the questions based on understanding. On the basis of your understanding, there are 3 types of questions. They are, number 1, global comprehension questions. The questions based on your general understanding about the text are global comprehension questions. They are very basic level questions and can be answered after a quick reading of the text. Sample questions. What is the story about? How many characters are there in the story? Tips to answer these questions. You do not need a detailed understanding of the text to answer these questions. Use your own words to sum up or answer the questions. You may start your answer with the phrase, the passage or a story is about. Sample questions. The story is about a small girl, Goldilocks, who trespassed into the 3 bears' house, ate the porridge, broke a chair and slept on a bed. When the bears came back, she ran out of the house to save her life. Number 2, there are 4 characters in the story, Goldilocks and the 3 bears. The second type of questions are closed-ended questions. These questions are designed to check your complete understanding of the information given in the text. You have to refer to a particular piece of information or fact given in the passage. Factual and inferential questions are closed-ended questions. They mostly begin with who, when, and which. Number 1, who lived in the house? Number 2, when did Goldilocks wake up? Tips to answer these questions. The answers of such questions are strictly based on information given in the passage and may be found in one particular part of the text. Creativity is not required to answer the questions. You should not add any information from your side in the answers. Sample answers. Number 1, 3 bears lived in the house. They were Papa, Mama and baby bears. Number 2, Goldilocks woke up with the noise of the 3 bears. The next type of question is open-ended questions. The questions based on readers' overall understanding of the information given in the text and application of the knowledge in new situations are open-ended questions. Critical and anticipating questions are often open-ended questions. These questions may begin with how, what, and how come. Sample questions. Where will Goldilocks go to save herself from the bears? Number 2. How will the bears repair the damage done to the chair by Goldilocks? Tips to answer these questions. There are a lot of scope for creativity in answering these questions. They invite your unique thought, reflection, and previous knowledge to find suitable answers. You may go beyond the text and apply your understanding and knowledge to predict what may happen in a particular situation. Sample answers. Number 1. Goldilocks will go to her home to save herself from the 3 bears. If she could not find her home, she would hide herself in the bushes so that the bears could not find her. Number 2. The Papa Bears had a toolbox. He will fix the broken parts of the chair with the help of nails and hammer. The next question type is based on structure. On the basis of a structure, there are four types of questions. They are: number one, descriptive questions. These questions can be answered in short descriptive sentences. Most of these questions start with the letter W, that is what, who, when, which, where, whom, or H, that is how. Sometimes the questions may just give instructions to find some facts or information from the passage. Sample questions: how did Goldilocks reach the bear's house? Number two, what did the bears find after coming back to the house? Tips to answer these questions. The answer should not be written in just a few words or phrases. You should use grammatically correct sentences to answer descriptive questions. You may start your answer with some words used in the question itself, except the WH word and the auxiliary verbs. Sample answers: Goldilocks went for a walk in the forest. She lost her way. She found an empty house in the woods. She entered the house to get some help. Number two, the bears found that the baby bear's porridge was eaten up. Its chair was broken and a little girl was sleeping on a bed. Number two, yes, no or true, false questions. These questions required just one word answer. Yes, no, true, false. They provide you with statement and ask you to validate it based on information provided in the passage. Sample questions. Number one, Goldilocks was afraid to see the bears. Yes or no? Number two, Goldilocks entered the bear's house because she was hungry. True or false? Tips to answer. Since you have to choose one of the two responses, the correct answer may be picked purely by chance as well. But there is a great scope, 50% of answering it wrong if you just guess the answer. Hence, you should verify the information in the text that supports the answer before you select it. The sample answers for question 1 is yes, and for question 2 is false. Number 3, multiple choice questions or MCQs. These questions offer 3 or more options to be selected as the answers of a question. They are some of the most challenging questions asked in a reading comprehension. They provide you a statement or a question with similar expected responses and ask you to select the option that best suits the answer. Sample questions. Number 1, Goldilocks ate the baby bear's porridge because A. It was hot, B. It was cold, C. It was neither hot nor cold, D. It was just fine. Number 2, how did the bears find out that someone had broken into their house? Number A, the baby bear's porridge was eaten up. Number B, the chair was broken. Number C, Goldilocks was sleeping on the bed. Number D, all the above. Tips to answer these questions. Some of you may feel that MCQs are easiest question to answer, but you should know that the probability of selecting wrong answer is more if you are not sure of the correct answer. Hence, you should not try to answer an MCQ just by guessing it. Verify your response twice before selecting it. You should also be careful about the double negatives and other words that change the meaning of the phrase used in the passage. The answer to the questions asked are: number 1, answer is C. Number 2, answer is D. Number 4, fill in the blank type questions. These questions provide you with some statements with blank spaces left for you to fill the relevant information. The information is deliberately removed to create blank spaces. You need to fill the gap with suitable words or phrases that complete the information given in the statement. Sample questions. Number 1, Goldilocks slept on the baby bear's bed because, and then there is a gap, dash. Number 2, the bear family sensed that someone had trespassed into their house when they found, dash. Tips to answer these questions. Fill in the blank questions are not very difficult to answer. Look for keywords given before the blanks in the reading text. Read the full sentence, sometimes more than a sentence, in the main text to understand the full meaning. Then supply the blanks either using some of the keywords from the main text or using your own words. Sample answers. Number 1. She was tired and the bed was comfortable, neither very hard nor very soft. Number 2. That the baby bear's porridge was eaten up and his chair was broken. The next question type is based on content. On the basis of content, there are 5 types of questions. They are: Number 1. Factual questions. The questions that are strictly based on facts and information provided in the passage. They are generally simple and straightforward. You are asked to find any given information from the passage using WH question words like what, when, where, who, how, and any optative words like write, describe, etc. Sample questions. Write 3 activities that Goldilocks did in the house of the 3 bears. Number 2. What did Goldilocks first find in the bear's house? Tips to answer. Answers to such questions are directly available in the text. The answers to these questions are generally objective and are not subjective. That is, you don't have a choice in the answer. There is only one answer. In order to ensure that your answer is correct, you should verify the facts based on the supporting evidence given in the passage. Sample answers. Number 1. At first, Goldilocks ate the baby bear's porridge. Then she sat on the chair that broke down, and finally she slept on a bed which was very comfortable. Number 2. Goldilocks first found 3 balls of porridge in the bear's house. Number 2. Inferential questions. Inferences are decisions, conclusions, or judgments that you make from information in a passage. Inferential questions are not based on the information that is directly available in the passage. They are generally based on global comprehension of the whole passage. The answers of inferential questions may not be specifically stated in the text. You may be asked to conclude or summarize in your own words. The questions may begin with why, what if, and how. Sample questions. Which part of the Goldilocks story could not have actually happened? Number 2. Retell Goldilocks story in your own words to your friend. Tips to answer these questions. Inferential questions are not straightforward. Read between the lines for clues or hidden meaning. The information is like a hint to the inferred ideas. Try to understand the inferred ideas with the help of keywords or phrases. Draw a conclusion based on the information given in the passage. Sometimes reading the entire text is required to draw a conclusion. Look for evidence for your inference in the passage as proof of your answer. Sample answers. Number 1. I think Goldilocks should not have entered the house when the owner of the house was not there. Number 2. The story is about a small girl Goldilocks. She wandered in the forest and sneaked into the 3 bears' house. She ate their porridge, broke a chair, and slept on their bed. When the bears came back, she was scared and ran out of the house to save her life. Number 3. Anticipating questions. These questions are based on prediction, that is, what is going to happen next. The questions provide opportunities for thinking and guessing. You may be asked to add some ideas to provide solutions to some problems. Sample questions. What would have happened if the house Goldilocks visited belonged to 3 lions? Number 2. How would the bears stop trespassers' entry into their house? Tips to answer these questions. The answers of such questions are based on readers' perception and can vary from reader to reader. There cannot be just one definite answer to such a question. Hence, all possible answers are accepted. Anticipating questions are mostly open-ended questions. Simple answer. Number 1. If the house belonged to a lion, there would not have been 3 balls of porridge for Goldilocks to eat. There may have been balls of meat which she might not have eaten. She would have been very frightened to see the lions and would have even been chased by them. Number 2, they would never leave their house open. They might create a fence around their house to safeguard it. Number 4, evaluative questions. These questions are based on logic and don't always have a right or wrong answer to them. They have the reader extended information from the text to other situations and topics. You may be asked to provide an option on the facts by backing up your answer with a rationale. They are application-based questions and are more challenging than other types of comprehension questions. You may be asked to compare and contrast characters or scenes or events. The questions start with the phrases like, "What is your opinion about?" "Do you agree?" etc. Sample questions. What is your opinion about Goldilocks? Was she a good or a bad girl? Why do you think so? Tips to answer these questions. Answers of evaluative questions are to be supported by reasons, explanations, and evidence. Thus, while writing the answers, you may use cause words like because, due to, as, since, etc. Effect words like therefore, so, as a result, consequently, etc. And purpose words like for, so, that, in order to, so as to, etc. You may start your answer with the words "I think" if your opinion is sought in the answer. Sample answer. I think Goldilocks was not a good girl. She was lost in the forest because she could not follow her parents' orders. Then she trespassed into the bear's house when there was no one in the house. She even used their food, chair, and bed without permission. When the bears came, she did not even say sorry to them. That said, it may be possible that she is just a little girl and did things due to her innocence and may be forgiven. Number 5, critical thinking questions. These questions are based on application of real life's knowledge. You may be asked to go beyond the text to answer these questions. They may begin with phrases like "What would happen if?" "What do you mean by?" etc. to give your inputs to help you think critically. Sample questions. Number 1, if Goldilocks had come into your house, what are some of the things she might have used? Tips to answer these questions. The answers of such questions depend on readers' understanding and experience of the real world. They are generally open-ended questions and may have more than one answer. Sample answer. Number 1, if Goldilocks had come into my house, she would have eaten candies from my fridge. She would have sat on my sofa, which would not break. She would have not slept but watched cartoons or movies on my television. The next type of question is based on language. On the basis of language, one of the frequently asked questions in reading comprehension passages is vocabulary questions. These questions are designed to check your linguistic intelligence. Vocabulary questions are good ways to check your existing word power. They are designed to see you are familiar with some of the difficult words used in the passage. Quite often, they give you the meaning of an unfamiliar word and ask you to find the correct word from the passage. Sometimes they may provide you with some possible meanings of a word and ask you to select the correct meaning. Sample question. Number 1, find the word from the story similar in meaning of entering into somebody's property without permission. Number 2, trespassing means. Number A, hiding something. Number B, entering a house. Number C, running away. Number D, none of the above. Tips to answer. In order to find the unfamiliar word, you should try to guess the meaning of the unfamiliar word from the context by covering the possible answer word and reading the whole sentence with the given meaning instead of the word. This trick is explained in detail in the chapter Text in Context. Simple answer: number A, trespassed. Number B, option D. Now let us discuss the difficulty level of questions. After being familiar with different kinds of questions, let us see the difficulty level of these questions based on the challenges they offer for good answers. On the basis of structure, the difficulty level of the questions in increasing order are fill in the blanks questions, descriptive questions, yes, no or true false questions, and multiple choice questions. On the basis of content, the difficulty level of the questions in increasing order are factual questions, inferential questions, anticipating questions, evaluative questions, critical thinking questions, and so on. This is explained in detail in the table on the screen. So, the factual question, which is a WH question, is easiest to answer, and a critical thinking question or critical question, which is a multiple choice question, is the most difficult question to answer. The difficulty level increases as you move from left to right and top to bottom. Hence, a factual fill in the blanks question will be the easiest to answer, while a critical thinking multiple choice question will be the most challenging question to answer. This table helps you to understand which question require more practice to write better answers. Now let us sum up what we have learned in this video. We started with a detailed discussion of the expectations the examiners have from a reading comprehension passage. Then we discussed how you should read for assessment and maximum understanding. After that, we have tried to understand where you should look for the answer of the reading comprehension questions. Then we learned different types of questions based on understanding, structure, content, and language with the help of suitable examples. You also got some tips to answer these questions. The sample answers of the reading comprehension questions illustrated the tips. Finally, we discussed the difficulty level of different types of questions to understand the efforts you require to answer them well. I hope you have found this video useful. Please like and share it. Thank you very much. Best wishes. Namaskar.